Hey friends, it's Tina, Coach Tina that is. I am coming to you today. I thought I would make my lunch with you guys today. So I have a recipe on my blog and I call it my eggless egg salad sandwich, or eggless egg salad really, not sandwich. It could be a sandwich, but I'm doing it as an eggless egg salad, and I plan to serve it on lettuce leaves like this, which I've already washed and prepared these. And I kind of wanted to take you through the process of how I get to the final product. So this is actually open. Shoot, I forgot to get a little bowl to drain it. So I opened up my tofu and I'll show it to you here in just a second. All right, so this is actually sprouted tofu. I find mine at Trader Joe's. So you can see there it says sprouted. So I sliced it open a little bit there and I'm draining it off into a bowl. And then one of the tricks with using tofu is you want to dry it out. You don't want it as saturated as it comes with all the liquid in it. And I'll pull this back here so you guys can kind of have a better view. So this is a clean towel. It's a fresh clean towel. And what I do with these is I put the tofu in the towel. And if I'm in a hurry, which I mean, I'm not really in a hurry, but you guys are watching, so I don't want to take for too long. But generally speaking, I'll take this and I'll put it under something heavy, which I'm going to do. I'm going to still do that, but I give it a good squeeze and try to get some of the moisture out. While I prepare some of the other part of this, I'm actually going to take, this is a cast iron tool utensil, and I use this for this all the time. Now let's hope it stays. So I just put the tofu under something heavy like that, and I just kind of let it, it's kind of tilting there, and I just kind of let it sit and do its thing while I prepare the other parts of my lunch. So I have a little cutting board here, a little knife, and I have a few washed tomatoes because I think tomatoes taste great on top of this. And so I just slice these in half, and you can use, you know, regular tomato. I just happen to have the cherry tomato in my fridge, so I thought I'll use that. So I'm gonna chop these bigger ones down a little bit smaller to make them go a little further. Now you don't have to serve this, obviously, on lettuce leaves. I just had these romaine ones that actually need to get used, so I thought, well, I'm going to use those guys up too. So anyways, so you could serve this with cucumbers to dip. I've done that. And actually my very most favorite way to do it is the way I have it photographed on my blog, which I'll post the recipe below. But on my blog, I do tomato slices from a larger tomato, and I put the eggless egg salad on top of that, and then I'll put like a little basil leaf, and to me that's just the very best. So that's the way I kind of like to have it if I'm going to shop specifically for it. Those are the things I'll get. So a few of the ingredients and things you're going to need is you're going to need a little bit of vegan mayonnaise, which in the allergy forum, we say Vegenaise has a few different ones. They have a soy-free option. I think that there's a purple lid and a green lid, I'm pretty sure, but you can always check in the group. And if you're unsure, message me below or leave me a comment and I'd be happy to look it up and let you know for sure. This is the purple lid, and then you're gonna need a little regular mustard. So I just combine those in a bowl for ease. And then in my recipe, I really only call for salt and pepper. But today I wanna jazz it up a little bit, and I'm gonna add a little bit of onion as well, just for a little extra flavor. So I get a bowl out and I have my little taco grater. My daughter got me that because I love tacos. Y'all don't know that by now. You'll catch. Okay, so that's good enough. So a lot of the liquid has been pushed out of the tofu now. And sometimes I'll actually do this like, I don't know, 20 minutes before I want to make my lunch. I'll just go think about it, pull this out and set it aside under that and just let it go. So this is kind of one of the tricks to me to make it a little bit more like egg salad is the grating process. So it's still going to crumble a fair amount. It's not exactly the neatest thing I've ever done. It's kind of on the messy side, but I just like the texture that it leaves when you use a grater. And of course you can use any grater that you have. You don't need a special taco grater, but if you like my grater, I will leave a link below that you can purchase my grater. I'm pretty sure I can find it again. I've had it for quite a while, but and I do love it and I do use it all the time. So anyway, so I grate this into here. I got a big chunk down there, but I can't grab it yet because my tofu is falling apart on me. So I'll get it afterwards. You don't want any really big chunks left. You really want it to be pretty well grated or broken up. And when I get to the end, I kind of just break that up. It's not rocket science. It's pretty simple, but it is a little messy. Okay, so I have a few big chunks here that I'm going to run over the grater and make sure I got. Boy, I made a mess this time. Of course I did, because y'all are watching me. I knew I saw some down there. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm gonna clean out the inside of my little taco grater. Okay, and I will just use this towel. So, I mean, now it's just a simple process of adding in the rest of the ingredients. Truly, it's add in the mayo and the mustard. And of course you want vegan mayo, because the whole problem is we can't have eggs. So this is an egg substitute for those of us that can't have eggs. And then I really don't measure the salt and pepper. I go a little bit heavier maybe on the salt, just because it gives some flavor to this. And, you know, pepper to your liking. And then, like I said, I'm adding in some onion today to mine. So I just give a little sprinkle of that, and then it's just a process of mixing it up, getting it all combined together. But you don't want to over mix it, because you don't want to turn this into complete mush. You kind of want some of the structure of the grated tofu. Now, granted, it will get pretty mixed up, but I just try to be gentle about it. This is a lunch I really enjoy, completely vegan, has a fair amount of protein in it with the tofu, but I don't eat it very often. I have it maybe not even once a month, honestly. Not too often. I try not to have a lot of soy, but the sprouted soy is the best option if you can find it. And personally, I think I've really only found it at Trader Joe's. All right, so there we've got all that. Now we're going to serve. So I'll just make up a plate like this and put it out for people to pull a lettuce off of it. And I just kind of put it in there like that. Makes it kind of nice and easy to eat. Spread it out. Now this is an S because it has vegan mayo. So you want to, if you want to keep it a single fuel, you will not want to put it on, you know, any kind of bread of any kind, like the waffles that I posted that Sylvia created. She uses those for sandwiches a lot. Now, if you did that, I mean, you can, and it's not off plan. It's just, you're going to have a crossover. So plan for that accordingly if that's what you choose to have. Now, if you want to keep it an S meal, then you can use lettuce leaves. You can use cucumbers to dip into it. You can, gosh, I mean, any veggie really will work. And then the beef free wraps, they can work, but I don't use those too often because they're not like stellar for ingredients, but they're not horrible either. And then I just kind of weigh out a few tomatoes. Oops. I'll try to make it sort of pretty here as I cruise along so you guys aren't watching this forever and ever. But I really do like this, and you can see how quickly it came together. Truly, if you get that tofu if you get that tofu wrapped in the towel, then this really does come together, I don't know, under 5 minutes, I would guess. So there you go. It comes out pretty good. And it even looks pretty too. Now to round this out, because I will probably want a little something, and usually I like to close out my meals with something sweet. So me personally, I'd probably make a strawberry milk or like a chocolate milk from, let's see, that's in the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. So I would probably make one of those to go with this, and then that would round out my meal and I would really feel satisfied. And I think they call for whey protein in there, but I have no issues subbing in collagen or the Creamy Dreamy hemp protein powder. It works perfect. So I hope you give this a try. And if you do, of course, I always want to know what you think. And leave me comments below. And don't forget, please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. And a share would be a blessing. Thanks so much. Bye.